So whenever I'm obliged to do something, I take that painting and I look at that painting. There's an empty chair. And I think, now what would Grandma do? What would she say? I can almost hear her voice say, now, sister, you know what's right. Just do right. You don't really have to ask anybody. The truth is, right may not be expedient. It may not be profitable, but it will satisfy your soul.
I was born by the river in a little tent, and oh, just like that river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come.
Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day. You see, where I'm from, hospital and home have become synonymous. Young teenagers lie on ambulance stretchers like their beds. Silver spoons have been replaced with feeding tubes. But that child stuck in a vegetable-like place, all because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day. 18-year-old birthday girl just trying to chill at a kickback. Shot in the head for no reason. Now paralysis got her in a state where she can't even kick back, all because she was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day. 18-year-old senior, 3.5 GPA, in line for a full ride scholarship for basketball. The next Michael Jordan, they say. Or not. Murdered on the schoolyard, now forced to face the realization that basketball goals aren't the only things being shot, all because he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day. You see, nowadays, all of our hopes and dreams have become boxed up and sit down 6 generations under the solid ground of Christ they were built on. Our once ambitious minds have no longer aspired to become more, yet have become mediocre, so much that the only reader we comprehend is our homeboy's name on a gravestone. We no longer adhere to the knowledge coming out of our teacher's mouth because we're more concerned about the wonders God created under her blouse. Finding drugs has become more convenient than finding the church house. Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day. You see, technology has deprived us of our dedication because the call of duty to our Xbox has become our biggest aspiration. WWE now stands for walking without education. Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day. You see, my generation has fallen victim to the unending cycle of retaliation in a world where victims retaliate, making more victims who retaliate, making more victims who retaliate, making more victims who retaliate. This has to stop. These bullets that go pop and innocent bodies that drop. There will not always be another tick-tock of the clock. Ask Vernon Scott Jr.'s mother if you don't believe me. Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day. Ask Jeremy Thomas's father if you still ain't hear me. Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day, and it's funny because there was no Al Sharpton for that family. There was no NAACP for that mother. There was no Jesse Jackson for that father, all because young teenagers will pull that trigger without ever giving thought or ever considering that one day, just maybe, they might be on the other end of it. Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day. It's sad that the only peace that exists between us is the peace we hold in our hands. Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day. For every black boy who received a package of Skittles on Halloween, there was a small voice reminiscent of the KKK that reminded him, don't forget your iced tea, boys. Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day, yet you continue to be silent as a generation wipes themselves out. And your silence is not golden, your silence is not peaceful, your silence is just as cannibalistic. Sometimes I pretend like I will actually grow up one day. They say this generation has failed to dream, but allow me to say this: It is not that this generation has failed to dream. It's the fact they think they have to put you to sleep in order to.
Yeah, oh my, yeah, leave me. I said a change is gonna come.